two great fighters, Antonio Vargas, the WBA world champion, Bam Rodriguez, the challenger, one of the true great pound-for-pounds.
I look forward to giving the fans a good fight, and I want to become undisputed.
Another great night, another great performance, and ready to collect another belt.
He wanted the best of the best.
You got him.
In boxing, man, all it takes is one punch. And the new.
Still.
Glendale, Arizona. This is the moment of truth, and there's no turning back. Set to make his ring walk, please welcome the reigning and defending WBA bantamweight champion of the world, Antonio Kingdom Vargas.
Well, Sergio, normally the champ walks second, but Jesse Bam Rodriguez is apparently so big of a star that Vargas is making the walk first.
It's disrespectful for the title holder and the former U.S. Olympian in Antonio Vargas, but it should add more fuel to the fire of Vargas, who has been stopped before, has been dropped in his last 3 fights, but has gotten up to win those fights. So he shows resilience. He shows that he has the experience. He's going to need all of that tonight against one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world in Bam Rodriguez.
And we mentioned this earlier. Antonio Vargas did not have to take this fight. This wasn't a mandatory defense. He could have fought in Japan for the same amount of money, if not more, versus an easier opponent. But he wanted the glory. He wanted the opportunity. He says, this is my chance tonight to show the world who I am.
Yeah, there were many people in the team of Antonio Vargas that were encouraging him to go to Japan, take that lesser fight, punt the Bam Rodriguez fight down the road. If he still had his title at 118, there was a decent chance he'd be able to fight Bam later this year. Instead, he told his team, no, this is the fight that I want. We've talked a lot tonight about Xander Zayas. Now, he believes that he can beat Boots Ennis on June 27th. Well, tonight, Antonio Vargas fully believes that he can be the man to knock off Bam Rodriguez.
19 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw for the 29-year-old from Kissimmee, Florida, nicknamed Kingdom. He is the champ. Don't get it twisted. It's Antonio Vargas.
And now entering the arena, the pound-for-pound phenom, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
He used to look like a baby-faced assassin. That look is gone. He looks tough. He looks like a badass. He's covered in tattoos. He's got the facial hair. And tonight, he looks to join fighters such as Alexis Arguello, Marco Antonio Barrera, Tank Davis, and Vasily Lomachenko as 3-weight world champions.
Yeah, if you were looking to create the perfect fighter, Bam Rodriguez would be a great place to start. At 26 years old, Bam checks all of the boxes. He's got the best footwork boxing has seen since Vasily Lomachenko. He's got the kind of defense rivaled only by the masters like Shakur Stevenson. Bam has won all 9 of his championship fights, and 6 of them have ended in a knockout, showing his power shows up in his biggest fights. Antonio Vargas is a real challenger, but in Bam Rodriguez, we could be looking at a generational great, and Bam is out to prove that again tonight.
This is his 4th time fighting in Arizona. He's 3-0 with 2 knockouts, including that sensational win over Sonny Edwards. He wants to get another KO again tonight. We saw him do it in 4 of his last 5. He has been sensational. A pound-for-pound star and a mega fight perhaps on the horizon against Naoya Inoue if he wins tonight.
gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to ask everyone who is able to please rise and remove your hats as singer and KTR anchor and producer Patricia Valencia sings her rendition of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Patricia Valencia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome everybody here tonight to the sold-out Desert Diamond Arena in beautiful Glendale, Arizona, USA. We are live on DAZN for the featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBA Bantamweight Championship of the world. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Natural Boxing in association with BoxLab and Taken. We're sponsored tonight by Bet Online, Drip, Events 365, Riyadh Season, O'Reilly Auto Parts, OnlyFans, Gomez Law Firm, the 10% Club, and Everlast. This bout is sanctioned under the auspices of the Arizona Boxing and MMA Commission. The executive director is Juan Estrada, the chairman is Scott Fletcher, and the World Boxing Association. The president, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, the supervisor is Jose Oliver Gomez. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this world title contest from ringside: Tim Cheatham, Steve Weisfeld, and Chris Wilson. And at the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring, referee Chris Flores. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set and we are here. This is it. The time has come. I said the time has come. From the 4 corners of the world to the 4 corners of this ring right here in Glendale, Arizona. The fight starts now! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he is the defending world champion. He wears white with gold. He scaled officially 117 1/2 pounds. His professional record, 19 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, with 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Kissimmee, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending WBA Bantamweight Champion of the World, Antonio Kingdom Vargas. Vargas. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the white with the black trim. Tonight, he is the challenger. He's a southpaw, and he also scaled already 117 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 23 victories, no defeats, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the pound-for-pound star looking tonight for gold in his third weight division. Please welcome the former flyweight champion of the world. Please welcome the former super flyweight champion of the world from San Antonio, Texas, the undefeated Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean fight. Both the trunks are a little high. I'm going to let you both. Here's the hip line. Here's the hip line. I'm going to let you both work the top of the belts, all right? Nothing lower than there. Touch them up now and go back to your corners.
Will it be another weight class and another world title for Bam Rodriguez? Or can the champ pull off one of the upsets of the year and ruin the Inoue Bam mega fight before it even gets signed? 12 rounds, 118 pound bantamweight title. Here we go. Vargas versus Rodriguez, live from Glendale, Arizona.
Round one.
Bam wearing the white gloves, Vargas in the black gloves.
You know, Vargas early on promised to be assertive. He wanted to make Bam panic. He wanted to put him in uncomfortable positions. He doesn't believe that anyone's done that with Bam Rodriguez up until this point. I think many would disagree. Puma Martinez tried to be physical with him. Gallo Estrada knocked him down, but Antonio Vargas believes his path to victory is backing Bam up.
Well, he's not doing that right out of the gate, is he, Sergio?
No, he is not. But the last time that Antonio Vargas fought a southpaw was almost 3 years ago against some former champion, Hernan Marquez. But I don't think the southpaw style is really going to bother someone like Vargas as long as he stays disciplined and composed.
Well, he's been dropped in his last 3 fights, has gotten off the canvas to win them.
I think the body work for Bam early on is going to be what to watch. Vargas has that high guard, but leaves that midsection exposed.
Good left hand there from Vargas.
Not letting Bam get those angles is going to be the main thing for Vargas. He's going to have to move with them. Anytime Bam tries to get an angle on you, you got to move with him. See, just like that. Pivot away. If Bam gets an angle on you, you turn exactly where he's going. Without the angles, Bam is not as dangerous as he always is. Good shot there. That's a good combination for a southpaw. 2-1.
Vargas saying this new weight class, as most fighters do when they move up, he feels stronger, didn't have to cut the weight, feels fresher.
Good shot there by Bam. Timed him with that left hand perfectly. Good shot there by Vargas.
Good success here for Vargas early, and again, it was when he was moving forward.
And that's the favorite punch when you're going to fight a southpaw. It's going to be a 2-1. You know, you don't want to throw a 1-2 against a southpaw. You want to do the opposite. I like the fact that Vargas is not loading up on shots, so Bam is not able to catch and counter. This is a smart first round by Vargas so far.
We followed Jesse Rodriguez since the beginning. He says, I'm maturing overall. I may look meaner because of the tattoos, but I'm not. I'm just more driven now. I know exactly what I have to do and how to do it.
Pretty good first round for Antonio Vargas.
Yeah, Vargas is leading with his head, so I would like the referee to start warning him because that's twice that he led it with his head intentionally.
Yeah. Bam's face is a little red right now.
It's either the headbutts or the punches, but either one. This is a good round by Vargas.
Yeah, nice.
He started with that 2-1, and there it is again. There it is again. This is a game plan that Antonio Vargas brought to the table, 2-1-2, and it worked perfectly.
Hello, darlings. Aunt Helga. Futuristic scooters, old school website. Relax. Web upgrades, I own them. Better design, e-commerce, and smart AI. Now you're fit for the future. I scoot off now. Your digital partner, Iona.
To the sides also, back.
Don't throw from too far, amigo.
Big and dig into the body. Boom, boom. Little by little, right?
All right.
Nice and relax, right? Yeah. Stay rhythm with your legs, right? Have fun in there.
You know, Bam's not the type of fighter that spends a lot of his training camps watching a lot of film. He prefers just to see what an opponent has in front of him and make those adjustments accordingly. Same thing with Robert Garcia. Doesn't watch a lot of film when preparing for Bam opponents. It's really just about how they can make Bam as sharp as possible going into these fights.
And you can see they told Bam to get aggressive in this round, not let Vargas get that angle.
That might have hurt Vargas a little bit.
Yeah, put the pressure and put the physical, the body presence in front of Vargas to have him make a mistake.
How does Bam glide across the ring without ever crossing his feet, Sergio? That's what I want.
He's just brilliant with his feet, and he doesn't get tangled up. Normally a southpaw and an orthodox fighter get tangled up. Not Bam. It feels like he's gliding with roller skates.
And that's what Vargas needs to be careful of. You can't let Bam...
Oh, big left hand that buckled the knees of Vargas. And now let's see if he's got that power carried up to 118 pounds. Can Bam really start to press him here?
I'm surprised that Vargas is already mixing it up with Bam. He boxed a good first round, but all of a sudden, he's trying to go punch for Bam. Bam's sticking out his tongue at us saying, like, I got him now.
Yeah, he looked over and gave us a big smile and stuck his tongue out. Although Vargas just landed a nice two-piece and a good left hand. Vargas is much more accustomed to this weight. He's so comfortable here. Bam moving up for the first time.
Oh, good body shot by Bam right there.
Just kind of pushes Vargas off to the side.
Oof, almost landed something big. Was Bam right there with a well-timed left hand. Vargas didn't even see that coming.
Chris, when you heard Bam say this week, we've only seen 50% of what I can do. What do you think he can do?
I mean, I can get a little better in a lot of areas for sure. 50% seems a bit low because we're talking about a guy that's in the top 5 of most pound-for-pound lists.
Vargas better start moving his head. You know, his chin's in the same place. Bam's bound to land something right down the middle if Vargas doesn't punch and dip or punch and get his head out of the line of fire.
Let him go! Let him
But
go!
that's what I noticed when I'm studying Antonio Vargas. Lack of speed and explosiveness, relies on that gloved-up defense and doesn't move his upper body.
He might have a lack of spleen if Bam keeps targeting the body.
Speed and spleen.
See,
there it is. Without upper body movement, he's going to get knocked out.
Vargas is landing shots too, Sergio, but Bam seems to be much more effective.
I know Vargas the naturally bigger guy, but trading with Bam Rodriguez feels like a mistake.
I don't get it.
He's trying to overwhelm Bam here. Why not? Good end of the round for Antonio Vargas.
Bobby, don't stay in front of him. Let's work. Go push him. Go do the movement. Don't drop your hand, right? How you feel? And put it down, but you have to throw punches down. You have to throw punch. And keep moving to your left. Don't let it move you. Don't let it do the movement, because if you do the movement, he's gonna get in hit you. Now you wonder. All right, Bobby. Come on, keep pushing it, Bobby. How you feel? Remember, this is that, Bobby. Dame acá, like un momentito.
There's a body shot that Bam landed cleanly on Vargas, but Vargas started out boxing nicely on the outside, but he wanted to make it more physical in this round. He was getting caught with some good shots. But Vargas ended the round strongly with nice combinations right down the middle, not overloading on shots. Trying to get the respect of Bam Rodriguez.
Is that what he needs to do more of, Sergio, the last 10 seconds of that round?
Look, I like him doing this. Vargas needs to fight on the outside. Use his range, his size. Don't let Bam outflank you. Get on your side. Anytime he tries to get on either of your side, you got to turn with him. You got to dance with him. And he can do that because he's a slightly taller, longer fighter. Always punch and pivot. There you go. That's Vargas' fight right there.
Chris, how did you score those first 2 rounds?
Yeah, I gave the first round to Antonio Vargas based on the volume. Thought he was more efficient there. Good final 10 seconds of that second round, but I thought Bam did much better work, especially with the power punches. Vargas, though, look, one thing you can say about him coming into this fight, he is here to win. He is backing up everything he said during this fight week about wanting to come forward and be offensive-oriented against Bam.
And Sergio, he's touching Rodriguez a lot more than previous opponents have.
No, he is, because he's not overloading. And you got to remember, this is a U.S. Olympian, a former Olympian. That's how he got on the team. By clean punches, straight punches, not overloading. That's the amateur style. He's bringing that into the professional game, and so far so good for Vargas. Let's see. There you go. That's what I like about Vargas. Anytime Bam tries to get on the side of him, he's turning with him. That's something that you have to do against not only southpaws, but guys like Bam.
Vargas said he's going to land clean shots by using his timing, and he's going to be super sharp.
And take away the rhythm of Bam, and he's doing that in this round. He's not letting Bam get those angles, outflank him, and he's staying real close to him. Look, not overloading, straight shots. Punches like that are going to give him confidence, keep him in the fight, and maybe get round swayed in his favor.
That might have been a little low. Vargas throws a low one of his own.
Yeah, responded, though, with 2 good body shots from Antonio Vargas. Another really solid round. Like, not trying to load up and land something big, just trying to touch Bam Rodriguez. Effective.
Yeah, and that's a great strategy, because you don't want to overload with a guy that catches and counters so quickly like Bam. Good body shots there by Vargas.
Take that up. Bring it up.
Yeah, Vargas, when Rodriguez puts his gloves up, that's when he has his moments. He just lets his hands go, Sergio, and he's landing a lot of these shots.
Yeah, and I hate to call him amateurish, but this is an amateurish type style of punching for the champ right now. He's not overloading. He's not really twisting his knuckles in. He doesn't want to hurt Bam. He just wants to frustrate him and win rounds with points. And Vargas is doing that.
Stop, sit back.
A really good round here for the champ. Rodriguez is going to have to work to get this win.
Get the breath. Get that jab. Start with the jab at the bottom. Stay in, work in, and then get those punches up top with a little hook. But stay closer and go under. And around them. Don't move back, go straight back, all right? Don't step straight back.
You gotta touch those shoes. Start getting your timing.
Okay.
Body, you gotta touch the body.
Touch the body, boom, boom. And don't look for just
One of boxing's all-time greats is back. June 27th, Floyd Mayweather steps into the ring to face Greek kickboxing legend Mike Zambitis in a blockbuster exhibition event from Athens, Greece.
Vamos.
All right, round 4. Vargas having some success, much more than most fighters usually do against Bam. But when Bam connects, he's got a lot more venom behind his punches.
All right, that punch went straight low for Bam. But I like the way that Vargas is staying close to him. See, that's the thing that Vargas does. You know, he gets that ear-muff defense. You got to punch around that guard if you're Bam. Don't go straight punches. You punch looping shots, hooking shots.
Rodriguez moving up from 115 to 118, and if he wants that super fight with Inoue, he's going to probably have to go up 4 more pounds to 122.
That's a good combination that Vargas is throwing. Since the beginning of this fight, he's been throwing a 2-1, and it's been the right combination to throw against a left-hander. You know, straight shots. That's what made him an Olympian. That's what's making him have success right now with the shorter fighter in Bam. Just straight shots, keeping him off. Not really trying to hurt Bam, just trying to frustrate him and keep him off.
Good combination from Bam Rodriguez. But Vargas belongs in this fight, you can tell. He's not a no-hoper in there.
No,
in fact, he's probably winning this fight right now.
Yeah, right now he is, and he's the. Let's not get it twisted. He's the champion here. He's the title holder here. Good shots there by Vargas.
You know, we've seen a lot of fights where Bam doesn't lose a single round. That is not the case here so far.
Well, leading up to this fight, I knew that Vargas was going to be difficult.
That might have been a slip. It looked awkward, though.
But I didn't think he was going to be this successful with his offense. Not overloading, just kind of pitter-patter just to collect points and win rounds.
Chris, he took this fight because he thought he could win it. He didn't have to take it. We mentioned that earlier. And he's fighting like he believes he can do it.
He's got a great strategy coming into this fight. The same strategy he talked about, backing Bam up, throwing punches, keeping him from getting some of those angles. An excellent start to this fight for Antonio Vargas.
Anytime he's on the outside throwing straight shots, Vargas is successful. Anytime he gets on the inside, tries to hook with Bam, then he gets caught. Yeah, Bam's face is redder than usual.
Well, he's being hit more than usual, that's for sure.
See that? Look, normally that angle works on opponents. Vargas is smart enough to know that as soon as he doesn't see Bam in front of him, he turns with him. See, you see it again right there. He's going to be a difficult fighter tonight. Vargas knows what he's doing in there.
We good, papi. Estamos haciendo bien. We good. Make sure we read. Papi, make sure when he hit the middle, rotate with him. So you can put your hand. And then, body, I need the body right here, and then feed him with a hook. Bro, you get up and one. I don't want you to get up and. All right, papi? Bring it back, all right? All right. You doing the movement just like that. You move it. Yeah. So get inside, set up. Everything is down. Rotate with him. Dile.
There's Bam touching the body, trying to get the gloves down of Vargas, but Vargas not falling for it. That's what Vargas does well. He keeps the hands up, and here's a combination by Vargas, not loading up. See, that's what I mean by amateur punches. He's not trying to twist his hips or torque his power into it. He's just trying to land shots and get points and win the round. And so far, so good for Antonio Vargas.
Well, Chris, we talked about Bam telling us we haven't seen 50% of what he can do yet. We might need to see that if he's going to win that fight.
Yeah, it's been a very good start to this fight for Antonio Vargas. Not that Bam hasn't had success in spurts, but Vargas just keeps coming, keeps letting his hands go, keeps staying offensive oriented, and I've got him jumping out to an early lead, 39-37 on my scorecard. The output.
Big left hand from Bam! I don't know if he's going to make it up. Vargas, he will get back on his feet.
Vargas has been dropped in his last three fights, and he has ended on his feet.
Bam is such a great closer. Can he finish the job here and become a three-weight world champion? The crowd is on their feet.
Vargas is doing the right thing, trying to clinch, trying to get the cobwebs out, but he's hurt.
Yeah, his legs still aren't there.
Now that's the experience of Vargas, the Olympic experience, grabbing on, trying to get that in his mind right. Now he's coming back throwing.
Not only that, but he's been dropped several times, so he knows how to react when hurt.
He knows how to face adversity, but he's never had adversity quite like this guy. Top 5 pound-for-pound star, Bam Rodriguez.
And now those angles are starting to work on Vargas because Vargas is not turning with him. See, there you go. Vargas will outflank him again. See right there, he's not turning with him like he was earlier now.
Another inside right hand from Bam. He knows he's got damaged goods in front of him. But this is one tough champion.
It'll serve Vargas right to step back and get his energy back. His legs aren't under him.
Let him go.
In a fight that Vargas is doing well in, I think he should get out of this round and recollect.
Easier said than done.
Good shot there by Vargas. Better shots by Bam.
Boy, Vargas is fighting his way back into this round.
Yeah, the cobwebs have cleared on Vargas now. You can see the look in his eye now. Going back to the straight shots.
Step back, don't punch.
Maybe that's the difference what 3 pounds make. 115 pounds, most of the opponents might have wilted under that assault from Bam Rodriguez. A little bit bigger, Vargas able to hang on.
Exactly, and that, I mean, 3 pounds, it makes a big difference. There you go, see, that's the shots that, the angles that Bam is really good at, and Vargas better be careful.
So Vargas goes down, but finishes the round and appears to be back to good.
It's not. And you can let it work. You can let it work. And then when you get out, don't do it to the doping. Because you got it because you got to let open, Bobby.
We gotta push him, Chad.
Come on.
Don't put your hands down.
And here we're going to see that knockdown, throwing away that jab. Getting in a slight angle, just resetting himself and catching him with a simple shot. Overhand left, nothing special there. I'm surprised that Vargas got hit with the shot like that so cleanly when he's doing so well in this fight. That's a beautiful shot. Turned the knuckles right on the tip of the chin. And by the way that Vargas was laying flat like that, you would think that he wouldn't get up, but he showed resilience, got up, finished the round.
It was a beautiful shot. Precise, fantastic punch by Bam Rodriguez.
Vargas showing plenty of heart to get back up. It wasn't quite a Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder get back, but he looked in big trouble as he does now. His legs are really wobbly.
Yeah, that left hand wobbled him again.
Vargas, as experienced as he is chinny though. He has been dropped several times in the last 3 fights, and now by a smaller fighter moving up, getting dropped again.
For those in the know, the over-under in this fight was 6.5 rounds. It's going to be a nail-biter. Look at the power shots landed in round 5. Rodriguez 21, Vargas 10.
Good body shot there by Vargas. See, now those angles are working on Vargas. He's gonna end up getting outflanked right now by Bam Rodriguez if he keeps going forward like that, not turning with him like he was earlier.
It takes a lot of energy to. Oh! What a shot from Bam Rodriguez! And Vargas is flopping on the floor like a fish. I think he's done. Bam Rodriguez, a 3-division world champion.
What a shot, Bam Rodriguez. Does the power come up to 118? Absolutely. 3-division world champion. What a beast.
Incredible display by Rodriguez, who got touched a lot more than he normally does, but he bit down on his mouthpiece and he proved 118 is no problem.
Listen, that was impressive. That was impressive. Bam wasn't winning rounds as comfortably as we normally see. Was getting touched up more. Bloody from the mouth, a little red from the face. Never gave up. Still went for the knockout and got it.
Is he ready for Naoya Inoue right now, Sergio?
Listen, I'm not going to say he is not, but this, oh man, the monster's just a beast. I would love to see another fight at 118 for Bam Rodriguez before he moves up to fight the monster Inoue.
I will say this. Rodriguez was having fun in there. Even when he was getting hit, he just seems to love the sport so much. He loved that Vargas was giving him a little bit of a challenge, I think.
Well, I thought Vargas was doing really well, but you know, Bam just finds ways to poke holes in your defense, and that's what happens when you have that glove up, earmuff defense. It's bound to betray you if you don't turn with your opponent. That's what happened with Bam.
You never know how great a fighter is until another fighter can bring out that greatness in him, and Vargas forced Bam to rise up.
Yes, he did, because Bam kept on shifting. There you go, pawing, throw away those jabs. And look, it was a really interesting combination. He threw away 2 punches just to land that straight left hand. Went downstairs and came right back upstairs. Creative combination by Bam. Chopping him down in half just to land that left hand that didn't really land as cleanly as he normally lands on fighters, but you could see that Vargas, he was hurt.
There was no getting up from that one. But you can see Bam had to go through some adversity. Look at the redness on his face, but all in a night's work, as he now becomes the 118-pound WBA world champion.
What a run. What a run this kid is having. From becoming the youngest champion in boxing to now 3-division world champion at only 26 years old. Incredible.
And he's knocked out 6 of his last 7 opponents. You don't see that a lot from these little guys. Maybe Michael Carbajal, who I saw sitting in row A over there on the side. Guys like him, but that's been a long time, Sergio.
Little giants, Todd, little giants, because these guys are fighters just like anyone else, but they're packed in a smaller frame.
Coming your way later this month, it's a big one. Xander Zayas and Jerron Boots Ennis face off in a massive unified junior middleweight title fight. Zayas, the sport's youngest current unified champion, while Ennis looking to become a 2-division champ. That's June 27th, live from Brooklyn, New York. How would you grade Jesse's performance?
Well, he got the knockout, so obviously it's an A-type performance. Anytime you have to go through some adversity and you still flourish and get the knockout, I mean, what else can you ask for? You want to face adversity, especially moving up in weight. All in all, that was a great performance by Ben. Another great performance.
The only time Rodriguez has maybe been pushed sort of like that was when Juan Francisco Estrada dropped him, but he got off the canvas to win that fight by KO. Tonight, though, he was really pushed around a little bit, hit a lot more than normal, but in the end, he figured him out and put him down. 24-0, 17 knockouts at the age of 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Flores reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute and 15 seconds of round number 6, declaring your winner by knockout. He's still undefeated and the new WBA Bantamweight Champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
He looks good at 118, doesn't he?
Listen, he maybe started a little bit getting touched up more than he normally does, but you expect that by a smaller fighter moving up, but he still didn't relent. And yes, he did. The power continues to carry for Bam Rodriguez, moving up to another weight division.
He told us he's not content just winning fights. He wants to win by knockout, and he wants the crowd to go home happy and entertained. Mission accomplished. Here's Chris Mannix.
Well, Bam, congratulations. New weight class, same result. You get a 6th-round knockout, and now you're a 3-division world champion. How did you feel about the way you fought tonight?
I feel great. I felt like I did everything right. Me and my team, we knew that was the outcome, but Antonio Vargas, he was a lot tougher than I expected. He had good pop in his punch, too. So I had to stay careful the whole 6 rounds, but thankfully I was able to get him out there in the 6th, and that's all she wrote.
In what ways was Vargas tougher than you expected?
What's that?
In what ways was Vargas tougher than you expected?
He had good pop in his punches. I didn't think he had pop like that. I knew he had some, but he was a lot stronger than I thought. And even after that first knockdown, he got up and he was fighting like it never even happened. So a lot of respect to him.
You said coming into this fight that you don't necessarily prepare for an opponent specifically. You want to see what they've got in those first couple of rounds. And it did look like Vargas was having some success in those early rounds, kind of just touching you, not looking for those big shots. What kind of adjustments did you need to make?
Just keep using my angles. They told me that's all he was doing really, just to keep me at bay, but I was able to adjust, like you said. I think maybe the third or fourth round, and I went from there.
Fifth round, you landed that picture-perfect left hand on the jaw. What were you looking for with that shot?
I mean, I say it all the time. It just happens, man. I don't even look for the punch. It just comes, and then I see the replay, and that's it. I just go in there, I do me, and the knockouts come.
He landed pretty hard. It looked like he might be done, but were you surprised when he got up?
Oh, for sure. I mean, like I said, he got up like it never even happened, and he kept throwing just as hard, if not harder. So, like I said, a lot of respect to him.
You knew he wasn't getting up from the second knockdown. You went straight to the ropes after you put him down. What were you feeling? What were you seeing when you put him down and out?
I mean, I was just happy, man. 3-division world champ at 26 years old.
Did you feel like you landed the perfect shot in that sixth round?
I think so. I mean, I never really throw combinations like that. I was a 4-punch combination, and the one time I do throw it, it knocks him out.
All right, you are a 3-division world champion, and you know what everybody's going to want to know about you next. Are you ready for the monster Naoya Inoue in your next fight?
I'm ready for whoever, whenever.
But do you, Bam Rodriguez, want that fight next?
Whoever they say, throw in front of me, and I'm going to say yes. Eddie knows that. My team knows that.
Do you feel after a fight like this, in your first fight at 118 pounds, you'd be better off fighting another 118-pound champion before then, or would you prefer to go straight to it?
Whatever my team says, like I said, they throw a name at me, I say yes right away. It don't matter who it is or where it is, I'm ready.
How different did you feel at 118 pounds?
I felt a lot stronger, not only in the fight, but throughout training camp, throughout fight week as well. I felt a lot stronger.
Some of your best moments have happened here, Glendale, Phoenix area, another one here tonight. What is it about this part of the world that works for you?
Man, Arizona's my second home now. I love all the people that came out tonight. Shout out my boy Ramirez, he walked me out. Shout out to everybody in the building that came out tonight.